Mr. Speaker, I care for the lives and welfare of over 10,000 of Manitoba's children who are in care. Requires proactive planning and not knee-jerk reactions. The Minister of Family Services is still, after 19 months on the job, only reacting, bouncing from crisis to crisis. Following her April 1st reaction to end all hotel use, she again reacted just before her own deadline, which was today, to push the date further away. The ministers had the last 2 months to work with all authorities and agencies to implement a province-wide plan to end hotel use. Has the minister during this time only been focused on children in Winnipeg?
Mr. Speaker, if you take a look at the budget, there's been a dramatic increase in investments in children at all levels throughout this government. And it hasn't just started in the last few months. Our early childhood development investments have been very significant, starting with a prenatal benefit. We've expanded our daycare system by triple, Mr. Speaker, for early childhood learning. We've expanded our child welfare system, Mr. Speaker, more than doubling the amount available there. And of course, in the face of opposition from all members opposite voting against the budget, we've also expanded our funding to public schools and smaller class sizes, K-3, and we have after-school programming going on as well. We have a long-term vision for investing in children and families from the earliest days right up until they complete high school and get a chance to enter the labor market, Mr. Speaker. And the child welfare system is a crucially important part of that. One of the reasons that there are children in care in Manitoba right now, Mr. Speaker, we've extended the amount of time we care for those children beyond 18. Now those children are looked after as young adults up to the age of 25, so they get the support they need to survive and do well and thrive in our society, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Family Services said on April the 1st, and I quote, "As of June 1st, we will no longer use hotels." The minister didn't say in Winnipeg only. Nope. The minister didn't say we don't mean rural Manitoba. Nope. Her definitive statement for all of CFS was, and I quote, "As of June 1st, we will no longer use hotels." Presumably, she intends to end all hotel use by CFS in the whole province. If this were really so, I asked the Premier, why did the West Region CFS just start advertising to hire a reservations clerk for hotels?
Mr. Speaker, one of the things that we've done, in contrast to when the members opposite were in office, they cut funding for foster parents. They cut the per diem amount, and then they eliminated funding for the Foster Parents Association. We have increased the per diem amount for foster parents, and we have dramatically increased the support for the Foster Parents Association so they can train and support each other and offer the kinds of collective energy that allows foster parents to do well and continue to be foster parents in Manitoba. That is crucially important. So we're investing in more foster parent placements throughout Manitoba. We're investing in the Foster Parent Association throughout Manitoba, Mr. Speaker. We're investing in social housing throughout Manitoba, Mr. Speaker. We're investing in rent assist throughout Manitoba. Nobody's being neglected. The minister is being realistic and moving forward in a sure-footed way to ensure there are less children in hotels, Mr. Speaker, and at the same time, we're creating opportunities for families to thrive no matter where they live in the province.
Mr. Speaker, I table now a copy of the ad from the Winnipeg Free Press on Saturday, May the 30th, for the position of a hotel reservations clerk for West Region CFS. Mr. Speaker, if there's to be no use of hotels planned for rural Manitoba, why is this a full-time position, a permanent position in this agency? Is the Premier going to use this position to set up a loophole service so that kids who would have been placed in hotels in Winnipeg are now to be placed in hotels in rural Manitoba?
Mr. Speaker, we've also increased in the child welfare budget more money for prevention, more fund. We've increased the amount of money for more family supports, more prevention for those families by 60%, Mr. Speaker. We've got more social workers working in the child welfare system. We're following the Hughes inquiry recommendations and moving forward on that. We're going beyond the issues of child welfare directly to address issues of poverty and inequality in Manitoba with rent assist. and more supports for people to enter the labor market. We're expanding our daycare system. We're expanding our social housing system. And most importantly, Mr. Speaker, we're providing jobs for parents. We're making sure the parents who want to work have those supports in the home and in the workplace, Mr. Speaker. Those are benefits for all Manitobans, regardless of where we live. And I recently was in Western Manitoba, and I visited with the Métis Friendship Centre, and I saw the excellent job they're doing on their after-schools program, Mr. Speaker. We support them through the Lighthouses program, we support them with training, and we will continue to support them, Mr. Speaker, because they're doing a good job
Order,
for
please.
young
The
people.
Honourable First Minister's time on this question has elapsed.